Howard Carpenter Marmon was born in 1846 and died in 1943. Howard's father, Daniel W. Marmon, was a co-founder of the Nordyke and Marmon Company of Indianapolis, a company specializing in flour and grain milling machinery. Like father, like son, Howard became an inventor, innovator, race car driver, and car and truck builder. Howard went on and he graduated from the University of California, Berkeley in 1886 with a degree in mechanical engineering. He joined the family business in 1899 as chief engineer. Howard and his brother built their first car together in 1902. Automotive design and manufacture became their passion. Near to the end of the First World War, the company was awarded a contract to build the Liberty Aero engine. In 1926, the company name changed to the Marmon Motor Car Company. The company specialized in building high-quality, reliable vehicles. Marmon motor cars had revolutionary features, the most outstanding being the use of aluminum for the car's body. Marmon developed an integrated rear trunk and hinged doors. Marmon also invented the duplex downdraft manifold and was a pioneer in the use of aluminum, which reduced the weight of the V16 engine. The Marmon Motor Car Company produced in total some 86 cars before it went into receivership in May of 1933. Following the Great Depression. 1911 and the inaugural Indianapolis 500. Howard Marmon was deeply involved in the Car Manufacturers Contest Association and related plans for the first 500-mile race anywhere. In 1911, Marmon Motor Cars Car 32, known as the Wasp, won the first ever Indianapolis 500. Named after its yellow and black paint job, the Wasp was full of innovations, sporting the world's first rear view mirror, featured on a vehicle, and it was having 2 more cylinders added to the engine. In order to keep their brand and business booming, Marmon Motor Car Company took on an ex-military engineer. Arthur-Herrington helped create a new company called Marmon-Herrington. Arthur-Herrington designed all new, all-wheel drive vehicles. This innovation carried Marmon-Herrington once again to the top. Marmon-Herrington made their new models of military vehicles utilizing parts produced by other manufacturers, focusing almost fully on Ford's light-duty line. These all-wheel drive conversions were created by the company and subsequently sold to both the U.S. Army as well as several foreign governments. Skipping ahead to the early 1980s, the company came out with their classic cab-over and conventionals. In 1981, these Marmons were made into the main model series with F for fleet owners and P for premium owner-operators. The P series were launched as a more lavish, luxurious option that included improvements to the interior and stylish paint schemes. The most popular of these Marmon models were from the premium line with the classic 110P cab over and the 57P conventional. These hand-built luxury trucks led Marmons to be referred to as the Rolls-Royce of the big rigs. The drops in sales saw the integration of International Harvester into Marmon's manufacturing facilities. International stepped in to lease 2 of the 3 Marmon's operating assembly lines and would eventually evolve many of the Marmon's models into their Navistar Paystar division. The legendary Marmon lineup had lasted many years and has been several company changes, including many mergers after the main merging into the Marmon-Herrington Company. The business blossomed and began attracting the attention of prominent people, such as the Pritzker family, who bought and then subsequently sold all of the assets to Space Corporation in 1997. Space Corp leased out the last assembly line, effectively selling out of the company completely and closing their doors down forever. This was largely the last that we had heard from the Marmon brand, and thought it had been relegated to the history books. However, 10 years later, in 2007, billionaire Warren Buffett bought the historic Marmon Holdings. He then put it under his biggest brand, Berkshire Hathaway. Today, Marmon remains a separate entity under the Berkshire Hathaway umbrella, making more than $8 billion a year with its more than 400 manufacturing, distributing, and service facilities worldwide. Now that we've gone over the history of Marmon, because it's quite interesting to figure out how they got to be the Rolls-Royce of trucks, let's head on to the rock quarry and see one of the very few Marmon truck models ever released. And here we go, guys. This is the Marmon. It's made by IXO models in die-cast metal, and you don't find models of Marmons very often, so this is a really special model. To see the Marmon made in 43rd scale die-cast is just great. Next, we need it in 64th scale. It is in the IXO box with the hard plastic clear lid and the base plate that is in black plastic, and it shows off really well. Keep your model clean in the packaging or take it out of the box and you can still keep it displayed without getting it dusty. Item number on this one is TR083, a 1980 Marmon CHDT Tractor. It is also attached to the base plate with just 2 Phillips head screws, and they're not the funky screws, so they're easy to get a screwdriver to take it off the base if you so choose. There it is, sitting on its base plate in the display case. Now, if I was going to display this and leave it in the box, I'd take that blister out and then you could see the model really well. Now, I noticed something about this one. Be very careful how you take it out. If you take it this way, you'll likely break the stacks as the way the blister is on the inside. So the best way to take these is to take the tape off of both sides and then lift it straight up, which leaves that blister behind. On the base plate, it has the TR083, the item number, and then it has the 1980 Marmon CHDT tampoed there, and then the IXO logos tampoed at the other end. Really, really nice piece. Now let's take it off of this base plate. And there it is, guys, off of the base plate and out of the package. It's a really, really nice piece. Now, it's typical of IXO. It is a sealed piece, so there's no opening hood or doors. Also, no steerable front axle, but in 43rd scale, those aren't common anyway. It has the 5th wheel here, which is a plastic piece, and it pivots. It would be great if you hooked up a New Ray 43rd scale trailer behind this, maybe one of their vintage flatbeds or their vintage dry van or even the vintage livestock trailer they've got would look really sharp. It has a nice tread pattern on the tires, kind of a generic tread pattern, but still a nice tread pattern. Chrome wheels, 10 holes on the front, 10 holes on the rear, chrome quarter fenders, chrome fuel tank, and chrome twin stacks on this one. Pogo stick is mounted on a deck plate that's diamond plate, but the diamond plate is only painted in silver, it's not chrome plated. And then on the back of the sleeper, there are 2 chrome grab bars. The pogo stick has, looks like 1 line on it, which is a little short, but it's painted in black. It's just molded in black, it's not even painted. These guys have a die-cast frame and the die-cast cab, but the sleeper
is plastic. Air tanks are here, and it also has a real nice battery box there. Mud flap hanging off the front of the front fender. Door here has a tampo door latch. Chrome stack with heat shield detail molded in and in a nice grab bar. Chrome mirror hanging there with the little round mirror. Fuel tanks with steps and then chrome plated and then black little bands on it. Also there's a chrome fuel cap. Got some marker lights here on the side of the cab. White with some beautiful light blue and dark blue graphics painted on. Nice graphics package they chose for this. And it's very, very 70s, even though this is a 1980 model. Those were continuing on. On the front, a 1980 California plate. It has 5 little red lights hanging under the bumper, tapered corner bumpers, and then those there are just chrome molded in, and then they tampoed them red. Really, really sharp. 2 individual style headlights on each pod, and then a chrome bezel, chrome grille. Great big Marmon logo, really great big Marmon logo tampoed right there on a chrome piece. The molded in a clear and then painted with an orange for the box style turn signals. Also a little marker light right there on the corner of each fender. You can see it right there. Big windshield on this guy, which is a 2-piece style, tampoed black around it, and then a center bar tampoed in black, and it's a clear window so that you can see right through into the interior. 2 high back seats inside, black dashboard, black steering wheel. Now the photo etched parts on this one, not a big fan. The other IXOs so far have had black ABS plastic, but this one has metal photo etched windshield wipers. This on this side is the oil filter, and then over there is the air cleaner. Nice touch of the 80s were these big bug deflectors that put on. This one here is molded in clear and then painted with a clear blue, Tamiya's clear blue, so that you can actually see through it. Now that's the way they really were. They were like a tinted color. They were clear plastic that was tinted so that you could see through them from the driver's seat. They didn't obstruct your view any. Didn't make it any worse. And they did a great job getting the bugs off the windshield. They've gone by the wayside, but they're some older trucks, you'll still see them. A lot of guys would also write messages on them. Pretty cool. Has a visor up on top. And then, also classic of the 70s, 80s, was the Rooftop Air Conditioner. It has a really nice one there. Chrome air horns right there, and they're individual pieces. Then the roof clearance lights are individual pieces, chrome plated with orange, tampoed on the front so that you had your nice little amber lenses. Nice bullet styles, really sharp. Did a good job also on the mirrors. Over on the passenger side, the box style air intake. There was a lot of schools of thought, but it seems like they've pretty much all gone by the wayside and went with either the turbos or air cleaners under the hood. Back then, there was a lot of them that ran these box style, square box style air intakes right off the side of the cab. I'm not sure whether they were better than the turbo round ones or not. Marker lights along there, the beautiful paint package, fuel tanks, mud flap there, quarter fenders with some lights on them. Really, really nice job they did. On the back, California license plate, chrome brackets, black mud flaps with chrome weights. Pretty nice job they have done so far on this model. And again, you want a model of a Marmon in your collection, this is about it, because they are almost impossible to find. It has spring rear suspension, rear differentials, drive shafts, air tanks, and no air brake canisters. Modest bottom of the engine and transmission detail, battery box, fuel tanks, no steerable front axle. That's okay. Nothing in the 43rd really does. So now, that would look sharp pulling a vintage box trailer or livestock trailer that New Ray made. And that is the IXO Models 1980 Marmon CHDT Diecast semi-truck cab in 1/43rd scale.
While it's not my normal scale, this truck is truly a must-have just because it's so hard to find a Marmon. Let me know if you want one in your collection. I've also got a few of these left, and you can get one with the link below. Once sold out, the link will disappear, and if that link is gone, grab my report on scale to make sure you know which items are most common in which scales. There's a link down below as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please go on and smash the like button, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more great videos on diecast replicas. I'm Logan, the 64th Gear Jammer Skeele, and I'll be back soon with another video.